sure you're wondering why I'm all the way down here in this mess. Literally and metaphorically, of course. I would start at the beginning, but that would be what every other schmuck would do. The sensible thing to do. Well, I'm not sensible. Hence the reason I'm down here. Instead, I'll start somewhere after the beginning.
Frank?
Joey?
So, I don't suppose you want to know what I've got for you?
I'm not comfortable talking here, Joey. Follow me. That's better. Is this all you've got for me?
Can't you read?
Well, we both go to the same university, Joey. What do you think?
I can read.
So modest.
Kieran,
Care to elaborate?
that's your man.
I can see that, Joey. How bad do you think my reading skills are?
Well, there's a reason that
rhetorical.
My answer wasn't.
You get to the point.
All of the information that I have for you is in that folder.
Is all the information I need to know.
Well, that's for you to find out, I suppose.
Time is money.
What do we know about money, Frank?
Well, time is study.
Last semester would suggest that you have no time on your hands.
Don't crack wise.
You wouldn't happen to know a Kieran Nichols, then?
I wouldn't.
Geography student, small-time drug dealer. He's the only lead I have for you. From what I can gather, he's not the top man, just a prawn in the paella. There's a photograph of him in the folder. Your best bet at finding him is in the Ketchup nightclub tomorrow night.
Did you take this? It's out of focus.
I find that insulting. Facebook.
Ah.
Yes. Makes my job unsurprisingly easy these days. Is this a joke?
Said it yourself, your job's easy.
No. You can't use something I said 5 seconds ago as an excuse to underpay me.
Well, money's tight. And it's appreciated.
Appreciation won't pay my rent.
We won't. How about 2 packets then? You might think that petty crimes committed by jumped-up students who either can't afford to window shop or have more money than sense is unimportant in the grand scheme of things. But people like me, we have to start somewhere. Do you think all those damaged movie detectives with skeletons in their closets just suddenly develop their flaws as soon as they start their careers? No. It comes with the lifestyle, the mindset. Vodka.
And?
Vodka.
$6.50.
What?
It's $6.50.
I was expecting change.
I gave you 4 measures.
You do realise this is a student bar?
Not my problem.
Piss better vodka than that.
Expensive taste for a student.
Expensive taste for most, it would seem.
I didn't think it would affect you too much.
If you didn't think I had a drinking problem, you must have thought I had some sort of disease.
I don't see you out that often. Not anymore, anyway.
I don't see you out that often.
That's because you're never out.
Precisely.
2 more, please, Tom. Ah, I don't think you can handle it, not after the damage done on your first drink.
Look, just because I'm not out that often doesn't mean I can't handle my poison.
I meant your wallet.
Oh.
So, why are you out?
Charming.
Well, anybody here can see you're not here for the enjoyment.
Would you believe me if I wore a drug-fueled grin on my face?
Yes.
Then point me in the right direction.
One assumes that you don't want to buy.
Don't plan on mugging him.
Who says it's a man?
Conventions suggest it's a man.
Ah, this isn't the 50s.
Well, his name suggests it's a man too.
And that is...
Kieran Nichols.
It's no coincidence that you started here.
How do you know this is the beginning?
Because anybody who's looking for the source of the problem wouldn't be starting with a sleazeball like Kieran.
How do you know Kieran isn't the problem?
Your reputation? You don't fry small fish, do you?
Frank?
Know my name.
Who doesn't?
People that stay out of trouble. Can you buy me a drink?
Money's tight, Frank.
Really? Boss not paying you well?
I should have known you weren't here to enjoy the scene.
What's to enjoy about it?
I don't know, Frank. I kind of like it.
Guess you need to be out of your mind. Maybe you can help me.
You think I'm falling for that? You think we've all forgotten that you've been non-existent for the past half a year? It's the sudden change in social status.
People can change.
They can, but they're not worth it. You ratted your own kind out for too long, making us all hate your guts. The people you crossed us for hate your guts too. You may as well go back to not existing. You have nobody.
Where is it?
Go to hell!
Where is it?
Back left pocket! Back left pocket!
The drugs, you clown.
Hey, bitch! What do you think you're doing?
Tell me!
I don't know what you want.
It's the garden gnome.
What?
Where is it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The garden gnome was stolen from an elderly woman's home on Bull Lane by some drunken idiots, thought to be students on the night of Friday, April the 1st.
Oh, thank fuck for that. I thought you were after my drugs.
I'm not messing around!
What do you care? It's just a bloody gnome.
It wasn't just a gnome. Many people don't go to university to actually learn and attend lectures. Not with all the booze and the sex they could be regretting. That's no secret, even the lecturers know it. But lately, well, it has become a bit of a joke. Very few people. Just the geeks and the loners seem to be the only ones ever in attendance. It can be nice, quite peaceful, actually. A great chance to catch some Z's. Still, sometimes some people keep you up.
Warren. Joe.
Yes?
Melanie.
Yes, Darren.
Frank. Frank!
Sorry?
You are with us, aren't you, Frank?
One of the few.
Well, I was hoping that the few of you who have graced us with your presence today would be able to answer as to why those of you who haven't graced us with your presence have been as of late. Anyone? Frank?
You're overestimating my knowledge.
Well, you know lots of people.
You thought correctly.
So?
So,
Well, I thought you'd know.
you thought incorrectly.
Angela. Julius. Malcolm. Charles. Rosie. Dave. Frank, Dean wants a word.
The Dean's ready for you now.
Half an hour late.
Can I smoke?
What do you think? I'm guessing you know why you're here.
Everyone's assigning me with a generous amount of intelligence today.
I don't know about generous. You are well known around the university.
Making me blush.
And I didn't say anything about it being positively well known.
Well, you didn't say anything about me being negatively well known. What's your point?
Well, you dip your hands into everybody's honeypots, for the lack of a better metaphor.
You definitely could have picked a better metaphor, Dean.
It's hardly important.
Well, since you've been beating around the metaphorical bush since you summoned me here, perhaps you'll forgive me for creating my own point.
Which is?
You make me feel increasingly uncomfortable by using dirty euphemisms. I'm sorry, am I boring you? You summoned me here.
I did summon you here, but not so you could constantly disrespect me.
The lecture that I'm currently missing because of you is costing me about £70 worth of tuition fees. So I suggest you get to the point if you want to receive the respect you so desperately crave from me.
You may have noticed that many of your subjects are increasingly and consistently missing from seminars and lectures.
My subjects, Dean?
Your interests, your work, your obsessions, your investigations, your fellow classmates and students. You have noticed, haven't you?
You don't have to be a detective to notice that.
Well, it's not just your media course that's been suffering from this stint of laziness. Every course has been hit. And even the students who are attending are either unmotivated or underperforming. Sports students are losing. English students can't read. Drama students are about as talented as Keanu Reeves. Law students are breaking the law. Psychology students need therapy. And science students are blowing things up.
Aren't science students supposed to blow things up?
Not when they're dissecting frogs.
What's this got to do with me? You think I know the magic answer that makes students lazy? It's the lifestyle.
Discipline!
I know I lack it, but...
The whole university does!
What do you expect me to do about it?
If there's anything worth knowing here, you generally know about it.
Then why do I never get a first?
You want a first? You want a first from now on? You want your degree? Help me here, and your life at this establishment will get a whole lot easier.
I've heard that one before.
And if you don't,
here comes the threat.
Your remaining year will be a lot harder.
I'm not interested.
This university will become your own personal hell.
As opposed to what it is now.
Do this for me, and I'll never ask you to do another job.
Okay. You've got to do something for me.
Which is?
I want £1,000.
I'm sure you would.
To make my own short film.
We can't afford that.
You can't afford 1/9 of the students' tuition fees?
The university can't afford to give you £1,000.
Is there anything about the university giving me the money?
I'm not giving you any money.
Then no deal.
Okay. If it means you'll do it, I'll take it out the sports department.
What's the case?
You've heard about the ornamental gnome stolen from the front garden on Bull Street.
Of course. It's all over the local press.
Well, find me the perpetrator at all costs and bring me that gnome.
Is this a joke? You actually expect me to believe that someone cares about a garden gnome?
Come off it. They probably don't care about the garden gnome at all. It's just another way the old hack can demonise the students in the media some more.
Let her.
The students need to realise they can't run amok in this town. The residents are fed up with this university, and the council won't ever let us expand unless we get things under control.
Why don't we go after something important, like the drugs?
The drugs will never stop. It's the reason that most people come to university in the first place. If we make an example out of someone for doing something as petty as stealing a garden gnome, then the town's residents will see that we're cracking down on all offenders, and every student will realise that this establishment is not to be fucked with.
Okay, it was Samuel. Jesus, we're on a night out and he thought it would be funny to take it, you fucking nutcase.
Samuel who?
Samuel Carter. Who do you think?
Where is he?
At his house. He's throwing a party. Now please, let go of me.
It's not my fault you serve drinks for a living, moron.
What was that?
You heard. Sasquatch.
You shouldn't have said that.
Sasquatch, am I?
Do you always hang out down alleyways?
Do you always get your arse handed to you in a fight?
Good taking him.
Nothing like appreciation.
I had to get my bearings and then it'd been history. Anyways, I've got to go.
Where are you going?
Meeting.
At midnight?
It's urgent.
Okay, well, I'm going to Samuel Carter's house party, so you should come if you get out of your meeting early.
The last time I came to one of these events of organised fun, the worst kind of fun I'll add, I was the schmo supplying the gear. But that was a long time ago.
Frank! Joey! What are you doing here?
I live here.
You live with Samuel Carter?
Well, got a life outside of work, you know?
You didn't think it important to tell me?
Why does it matter?
Samuel has the gnome.
I'm sorry, Frank. I didn't know.
Shut up. Nice of you to join us, Frank. It's been a long time.
Wasn't gone that long, was I?
Still playing the wise guy, I see.
Got a good punch on you.
Never underestimate the power of crackheads, Frank.
Especially when you give them crack so they do your dirty work for you, eh?
Have you come here in an attempt to destroy my empire again? Killing my business last year wasn't enough, eh?
Some empire.
Did that fat bastard send you a game?
It's not fair. Dean has a glandular problem.
Quite. Well, you can tell him yourself that I'm doing nothing wrong and that it is in fact you who is still the drug dealer. Once you've had your punishment, of course.
Ooh. Sounds kinky.
Don't, Adrian. He still needs to prove his self-worth somehow. Are you sure you wouldn't like to try any of my merchandise?
I gave that up. Round about the same time you should have, Samuel.
I'm not as easily bought by the Dean. Speaking of which, how exactly were you planning on taking me down? No phone to call the police. No camera to take photographs for evidence. Still living in the Stone Age, I see.
I didn't come here to take down your empire.
Really? Next you'll be telling me you came to apologise for ratting me out.
Thought your mum passed on the message for me.
Not yet, Adrian. Well, why are you here then? The old taste for drugs returning.
The gnome.
Excuse me?
The garden gnome you stole from the old bin in the newspaper.
You've gone through all this for a no. I'd almost forgotten about it, actually. The Dean must have lost the plot. Tell me, what is the plot? Or is it simply that you've been demoted to the Dean's lapdog?
can't see what's happening!
Mine! Stop hitting people with bricks, psycho!
Fuck this.
You got it just in time. You're making a habit of saving me.
Oh, I'm not saving you this time.
Sorry, what?
I'm here to take over Samuel's empire. I think it could do with a woman's touch. I don't suppose you have a dustpan and brush, do you?
Don't tell her anything.
Oh, give it up, Frank, it's over. Samuel's empire is mine, and I'm taking the gnome operation to the next level.
Operation?
The pensioner from the newspaper. She's been working with Samuel, smuggling drugs through garden ornaments that are conveniently stolen on nights out. Quite elaborate, actually.
The old lady's a drug dealer.
Oh, must you always think out loud?
Wait. If she's moving drugs through the gnomes, then why would she report them stolen?
Because, nerd, her husband reported them stolen because he doesn't know she's a drug lord.
It's genius.
Yes. And now it's all mine. So where's the brush, genius?
Melanie, hear me out a sec.
What is it?
I can help you.
Oh, really? And how is that?
Well, for a start, I have experience in the drug business. I know what it takes to succeed, to be the biggest and the best, and most importantly, how to get away with it.
Frank! No!
I thought you'd given that life up. I thought you were a model citizen now.
Melanie, look at me. I can't do this, the whole society thing. I'm an alcoholic insomniac with bad grades who can't think of anything better to do than jump into that heap of cocaine.
You saw how it ended up for him.
And you. I want to do everything with you. I want to be with you. I want to share it all with you.
Nice try. But it's not yours to share. I won't ask you again.
Hey, Melanie, you throw like a girl.
Run! I said run!
I'm sorry. Okay, so that's not what happened. Hey, Melanie, you throw like a girl.
Well, not time, you fool!
There's no time!
Frank! Frank!
Frank! It's gone out now. You can untie me now. Frank! Frank?
No. Not you.
Money well spent. And cut. That's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much. It's over. It's done. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I don't think we'll be able to make it. He's at an awards ceremony tonight. Oh, me? Well, I've taught him everything he knows. I'm like a father figure to him. I've tried to help and guide him through it all. In fact, it was only yesterday he was in the office and he was telling me that, well, he doubted if he'd have been able to make the film without me. Yes, I'd love to. I really will be able to give you a fascinating insight into how the film was made and, well, how I financially and spiritually nurtured the talent that he is today. This Saturday night, that would be splendid. Tell me, who else is on the show? Yes? Mm-hmm. Phenomenal actress. Sorry, who was that last one again? Are you joking? I love Keanu Reeves.